Alright, time for a ridiculously pointless video, but I want to make it anyways because I full cleared it, and this hardly ever happens, which is annoying. The last three, I only got like a T8 box, so might as well show off this when I actually get there. So anyways, this is all about using Empire ships, attacking out of turn, gaining taunt, and completing the battle. So for starters, I want you to use Empire. I always just use Tarkin. And let's see, who did I put in here? I tried to use my usual, which is to put the Geonosians and then have the Empire as backup, but that ridiculously failed. So I do something like that. They always put Vader out, you know, the computer or other people like in Grand Arena always put Vader first, but Vader has an ability that when he's called in, everybody gets 3 damage over times. If he's already out there, it doesn't happen. So I never understand why people put him out in the forefront. Make him come in as a, whatever it's called, a reinforcement. So stupid. You're missing out on perfectly good damage over times. So anyhow, those 3, then we need a solid tank for taunting purposes. And then what else did I put? I think I put like Anakin for some damage, and maybe where the heck is he? Kylo for some damage. And then we should have basically breezed through this easy enough. And then when I cleaned up, though, I had to use a different... Could this take any longer? 4.5 days later. I mean, I already did this. So you can't really gauge the actual progress. But I'm just going through with what I did do that worked. So for some reason, the bomber has some pretty good resistance, which is always pretty cool. You know, it took all those hits and didn't take any damage. He had his overprotection and everything. See, just fucked that guy up. And good, we got a tank in here now, so we can get some taunts. There's one taunt. We might win before we can even get the 3 taunts. Well, in any case, there was a simple victory. And then for the next round, what I did, because I needed to attack out of turn, and I tried Hux. That was a massive failure. So I was like, well, what the heck? That's funny. So I was like, well, I guess Akbar then. And yeah, this worked out pretty well, and I ended up getting the max box. So anyways, Rebels, boink, boink, and I always put Biggs. I hear that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. Is he a tank or something? Yep, he is. I don't know. I always heard that you want to put Biggs out, so I always put Biggs. Anyways, round out. Boom. There it is. And then basically this squad calls it a day, and I ended up with the max crate. One thing I noticed that was kind of goofy is it says you need to gain taunt 3 times, but then it says complete the battle with no tanks in your squad. Well, I never had no tanks because I needed to complete the battle with taunting. But somehow I ended up getting both. So I don't know if that's just a little bug, or if I completed the battle before a tank was called as reinforcement or something. I don't know. Somehow they claim I did it, though, even though I had a tank in the team. Come on, guys, don't suck. You did this last time. Now you're going to make me look like an idiot. Oh, actually, if I recall correctly, we actually struggled. It came down to Han ship versus Han ship, and my Han won. Forgot about that. This didn't actually go as well as I hoped. I think. This is the same team, right? I could be thinking of the second game. I don't know. Anyhow, as you see, we're getting tons of turns out of turn. Wow, tons of attacks out of turn, so that helps with that feat. Which is the whole objective with using this team in the first place. Okay. We get the full Phoenix squad against us over there. Wow, that was wussy. You didn't do anything to the... What is that? Phantom? Who is putting up all these damage over times? Oh, this must be one of the modifiers. That's what's going on. I'm watching these pile up, and I'm like, these ships do not have damage over times normally. Like, why am I getting destroyed? That's why we keep dying, because they keep... Damage over times are killing me. Come on, make theirs expire. There we go. Say that, but then I can just win now. So anyway, that clearly was a lot of attacks out of turn. So that would get me that one, no problem. Obviously, the first round, I did it with 3 Empire ships or more. So that's 1, 2, gaining taunt 3 times. I don't know if I ever did that in this video, but clearly I did do it at some point. And complete the battle after attacking out of turn 10 or more times. I'm pretty sure my Rebel squad just did that. That's what they did last time, and they looked like they did it again. We went several times in a row. So yeah, the cool thing about this being able to max create it for me is I usually hate the ship ones. The top tier is super hard usually, and I can't, like normally at least with when it's just characters, I can cheat and I'll put in like a Supreme Leader Kylo squadron. Now that I have C, I could use C and cheat that way. But with ships, I usually get screwed over, but this time it worked out. And anyways, as far as the characters, where are they at? It's just these guys. But this is so weak, like, you can't even try to do this when you're at my level. You know what I mean? 6.5 million GP, like, I mean, you might be able to do it, well, you could do it no tanks, you could do it with 3 Empire, but you're never going to be able, oh, and you'd complete the battle. But you'll never be able to do the 20 or more turns attacking out of turn. Like, you'd never do that. These guys are so weak, it's 1 hit and they're dead. The best you could do is 4 attacks out of turn, and it would, you'd kill one on your actual turn, and then your allies would kill each other character in their out of turn attack. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird how the feats actually change. This one doesn't say no tanks, but this one does. I mean, taunt. Wait a minute. This is taunt, attack out of turn, complete the battle. Taunt, complete the battle. Is this at the... does this change all throughout? Taunt, complete the battle. Huh. So this is where there's no tanks. In any case, I don't know how this worked. Maybe it's because they gave me the other ones, and since technically I didn't use characters, that's how I did it with no tanks. I don't know. Anyways, I got a max crate. It's been a while. What does the max crate even give you? It's not like that juicy, is it? I get a bunch of character shards that I don't need or care about. I get 2 Omicrons. What am I even sitting at? 12, so that put me at 14. Oh well. How long has this got left? 2 days, 8 hours? Oh, this just fired up today, huh? Whoops. Well, anyways, that's all I got for now, and yeah, until whatever comes next, I said see ya.